Hey ho folks, what's up? This is Macro and today we're playing Satisfactory again. Last time around we proceeded still with our ground floor here, a lot of refineries, some blenders, up to a point where we should now have processed all of the water, right? That should have been the last bit here. So now we gotta use the remaining space for a kind of wild rubber plastic refinery concoction thingy. Let's have a look. Okay, so basically what we want to do is have 6 refineries which take the fuel, all the rubber, and make recycled plastic. The remaining fuel goes into 2 more refineries together with some of the plastic. What's that? 255. Okay, with some of the plastic to make more rubber. So far, so good. Okay, let's start with those 6 refineries for recycled plastic. So we are going to use all of the rubber from here. I guess we are going to bring it around this way. Yeah, I think so. Let's set up the splitters accordingly. Here and here all the way. Splitters? Why am I setting up splitters? Nobody knows. It's got to be mergers, of course. All right, then let's start over again. Merger. This way. And the last one we are going to send this way, right? So how much rubber is that? 20? No problem. What's going on? Oh. This is the input side. All right. Yeah. That's the output side. Okay, let's do it all over again, I guess. Merger. This way. We didn't need that one, but that's fine. That's it. Yeah, I guess we want to bring it over this way then. Let's remove the first one. And that was 20 per minute. All right, that's that. Also, we need to collect the fuel from here. Let's do that. Oh no. Is there any other way? Noodle looks just fine. Okay, then We're using the noodle build mode, I guess. Cute. Okay, that's the fuel. That's the rubber. And now we need 6 refineries to turn that rubber into plastic using the recycled plastic. Recipe, that's a wall. I want to have this guy here. So I guess we start with those refineries here. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? Yes, 18.8% for the last one, but I guess we still have to set up the recipes anyway. Recycled plastic. And that's 18.8%. 18.8. And a lot of weird numbers. So let's just make that 11.3 per minute. Why not? Okay. So let's have another look. We took care of these. Wow. Okay. Maybe let's place those 2 refineries right away with a little bit of space in between to bring the fuel around. That going to be enough? If we do it like that, maybe? Maybe we're fine. And that's gonna be the recycled rubber. And that's 87.6%. 87.6. Just make that 0.6. Okay, and you are going to go at 100%. All right, all of you need fuel, right? You need fuel, you need fuel. So let's take care of the fuel first then. Is there any way... Are you aligned? You seem to be aligned. Okay. Yeah. Where's my light? Oh, obviously I switched it off while bouncing through the menus here. Okay. Let's bring it to there, maybe over here. And around. Set up all the connections. And here we should be able, yes. And that should be perfectly straight, right? Yeah. Nice. 4 hours, you say? I think so. Whoopsie. Just remove those poles here. Okay, that's fuel. Now let's see. We produce 311 plastic, of which 56 something need to go over to the recycled rubber. And you know what? We are going to bring in, you want to have plastic, yeah. We are going to bring in all the plastic, basically. So we are going to merge that in this direction, right over to the other refineries. That. And again, split that. Split that here. That's 30 per minute. What is it here? 60 per minute. Okay. And of course, we need another splitter here, right? So, and this is going to be the plastic for the remaining factory. Let's have a quick look to... Oh no! I did it. So, you had some time to study the plan, I guess. Let's catch up. I basically brought all the plastic produced by those refineries here, merged all of them, brought them over to here to the two refineries for recycled rubber, brought them all in, and then at this point here we have the remaining plastic, right? That goes into the remaining factory. So what we want to do actually is replace this splitter using a smart splitter. So this way we want any to go right and only the overflow to go further this way. So this way we should take care of this refinery first so that we keep the whole loop going here, right? And only produce rubber for, or only send rubber, no, plastic, I'm sorry, plastic this way as long as, no, rubber this way as long as, wait a second, now I'm confused. Let's double check. I mean, actually it doesn't matter. That's what? You need plastic, okay. So we produce, yeah, a lot of plastic over there, okay. And with the smart splitter, we should take care of this plastic here first before we send the rest to the remaining factory. Okay, cool. So now let's see about the rubber. Some of the rubber should go back into the recycled plastic refineries, and the remaining rubber should go into the remaining factory, right? Basically only here. Okay, only here. Only the 70 per minute. Okay, so we can basically do the same here, right? We need rubber here. We produce rubber here. So we bring the rubber. Wow. All the way over here. I need to merge at some point. Wait a second. So we got rubber from here, right? That's our main rubber production. Let me see. All of that rubber is going to go in here. And still we need rubber from those. How much rubber? 60 and... Oh no, wait. It's 42 something. So what we might want to do is $70 rubber. Yeah, what we might want to do is split rubber of only one of the refineries here using a smart splitter. And this smart splitter should prioritize this side and should only send the overflow to this side. So that means that we want to merge the remaining rubber in this direction. How much is it? It's 60, so it's less even. And this way, we have our main rubber line for the remaining factory here. Okay, now, this output, merged with those here, needs to go into the whole remaining line of refineries here. So let me place a splitter first here. And then let's place a merger in between. Merging this. And this line here, basically. It's a bit of a shame, since they are directly aligned here, and I cannot use them. I gotta use this one, but that's fine. All right, let's place the remaining splitters here. And then I'm genuinely curious about whether this weird feedback loop here is going to work. I mean, it should, right? Basically. Alright, let's take care of power here. Might want to use a power pole again. Or do we? Could use... No. Let's use outlets on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remove you. And let's place 2 MK3 because why not? Something like that. And connect them all up. Make this MK3. Double? No, single. That. That. Nope. Are you even connected? Yeah, you are. Okay. All right. There we go. Now, plastic is coming in. We're making more fuel. Rubber is coming in. Looking good for now. Let's double check the settings. Overflow to the left, any to the right. All right. And where was it? Here? Any to the right, overflow straight ahead. I guess that should be fine. Yeah. All right. That should be those two. And we should have 255 plastic and 70 rubber. Took care of those. Want to take care of those on the next floor. We have some copper ingots here for wire. And more copper ingots up there for the outlet casings. That's still something we can do here. It's only one assembler, right? We need 40 per minute. And 8 constructors for the wire. Are there more copper ingots somewhere? And that's all for the copper ingots, right? One assembler, 8 constructors. Let's see if we can squeeze those in. Copper ingots are here. That should be absolutely no problem. Still got a lot of space to work with. Let's first take care of the aluminum scrap from here. Like that, maybe. Let's see, what do we need? Two smelters. Oh, let me show you real quick. Sorry. Aluminum scrap coming from here, going into 2 smelters, and then into 1 assembler, right? Together with the copper ingots, or with some of the copper ingots. Okay, let's see. Copper ingots are there. Scrap is here, so we could just... place 2 smelters, maybe like maybe like so. Pure aluminum ingots. Whoopsie. Pure aluminum ingots. And this one's got to be at 77.8%. That's fine. We need power. Just upgrade you to Mark 3. Provide you with power. Place a splitter accordingly. How many do you need? 60 per minute. Great stuff. Yeah, that's basically the first time we use layer, what is it here? Something like 1.5. It's a bit weird. Should be this, right? Well, is it the first time? I'm not really sure. So it is 1, 2. What is it? No, it's only this one, right? Isn't that layer 1? Kind of lost track. Okay, that's the scrap. That should... yeah, that should be processed to aluminum ingots. All right. So we took care of that. Now we need some copper and all of the aluminum ingots to make alkyd casings in just one assembler. Let's see, copper is here, you are there. One assembler, you say? Why not do something like that? You know, save a bit of space. Put it right next to them, that's fine. Merge those inputs. That's, what is it, 30 per minute. Bring that in. Oh, and you are going to produce alkyd casings, of course. Get some power from here. Alkyd casings at 40 per minute. Whoopsie. 40 per minute. Exactly that. And the other input is going to be copper. So, I guess we are going to place a splitter there, right? And then another one here. Right. That's that. I mean, actually, we should do that with lifts. To make it a little more convenient to get around here. Although, now that we have the hover pack available, that actually doesn't matter that much anymore, right? But that's all right. Okay, we're making casings here. Cool. Let's see. That's those needed later on and for the radio control units. Let's take care of the remaining copper. That is wire, and turn that wire into cable right away, right? So 8 constructors basically, and then like 4 constructors for cable. All right. So 8 constructors. We could put them just here, I guess. Make wire. That's 4. And another 4. And one of you gotta be downclocked a little bit to 50%. There we go. Cool thing is that that's the remaining copper, right? So we don't have to take care of copper anymore. All right. There's that. And I guess we want to collect the cable, the wire all around this way and place the wire constructor somewhere here, I guess. Yeah, why not? Merger here and all the way around. That. And over this way. Okay, 1 is fine. Guess we can just do that more or less. Cool. Let's grab some power from here. Wire, and then it's, let's see, you are done. 4 constructors for cable. Mm-hmm. I I guess it's gonna look weird either way. Don't want to waste the space here, actually. So, if we were to do something like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's not too bad, right? Cable, of course. And you gotta go at 75%, is that right? Let me check that real quick. Yes. So we need splitters again. That was wrong. That was wrong. Better. 60 per minute. That. You need power. Like that. Let's check the power actually. We have a lot of ups and downs here that are not caused by our geothermal power plants. I gotta check the turbo fuel power plant again. Gonna do that in between episodes, I guess. Alright. So now question is where are we going to bring the cables, right? Let's have a look what happens next. Cables are done. High-speed connectors need cables and nothing more. Quick wire. Yeah. Okay. So cables can actually go directly to the next floor, right? Circuit boards. Some of the copper sheets for circuit boards. Yeah, no way that we fit 6 manufacturers here for the oscillators, but 5 assemblers might still fit, right? And we need some of the plastic, some of the copper sheets. So that's 5 assemblers, huh? Let's see. Easy. So plastic back there, copper sheets. Here, right? Yeah, we still got to bring the copper sheets over, I guess. So maybe let's start merging them first. Easy MK1. Oh no, okay. Okay. And I guess we are going to bring them all the way up. All right. Same for the cables. Right? Right. So let's take care of merging them. Don't know where. Maybe here. So like that. Bring them there, maybe. What are you? Copper sheets. There. And let's do the same for the rubber. Just bring it back there, I guess. And now we need exactly 5 assemblers. Exactly, yeah. Using this over there and some of that, we might want to place down 6. What? What is in the way? Oh, hello. We might want to place down 6 to balance out the awkward multi-layer inputs, right? So something like that. 6. And what was the circuit boards? Yes. Circuit boards. And then you go at 50%. And you go at 50%. Oopsie. +5. Yeah, that's good. All right. And now, when it comes to the multi-layer inputs, let me show you real quick. I guess let's use the second layer for those. Just put it here, press H, and then I can say 1, 2, and that should be all of it, right? When I now use one of those, exactly fine. Yeah. Don't have to build the kind of scaffolding thingies. Can just do this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Like that. H. 1, 2, 1, 2. Done. That's a whole lot easier. I can tell you that much. Okay, bring the rubber in. Bring it through. And then, I don't know, put a lift here to bring the remaining rubber to the next floor. Make it MK5, of course. Not rubber, plastic, of course, but you know what I mean. Same. Yeah, connect those. power we're gonna get from here. Go. And now we just need some of the copper sheets here. Let's see. And we still need them elsewhere, right? Yeah. So let's just place a merger there, I guess. Connect you. And bring belt all the way over. Oopsie. That's you, right? Yeah. Let's do it the other way around. Let's start back there. Oh. All right. It's not really a good way to connect those, no matter what. I guess we do it like that. Place a splitter just here, I guess. Like that. Connect you in a somewhat awkward way. And then bring the remaining copper sheets this way. All right, so you're making circuit boards now. Good. Oh. Let me just check one more thing. So you would be able to squeeze in some manufacturers here, right? Let's have a last look at our plan for today's episode, and then high-speed connectors, you say. That's 3 manufacturers. That shouldn't be an issue at all. And then more circuit boards need to go further up. Yeah, for those we need AI limiters, so there is no way. Those we want to place on the next list. So it's just them here. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I guess we're gonna do exactly that. Use all of the cables so we don't have to bring cables anywhere. Just use them right here. Oh no, we need to use quick wire. Okay. 630 quick wire. All right. Yeah, so I guess we don't do anything. Yeah, we don't do anything with the remaining space down there. Bit of a shame, but it is what it is. All right, guys. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around next time as well. And until then, bye-bye.